Hi, this is Teresa Acoin in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, and we're going to talk about licensing. I'm going to help you find out which states do require any type of licensing. We're going to help make sure you understand how to get started and Fast Start Qualify without even being licensed. We want you to know how to tell when you're licensed also, and much more. So here's a couple things to know up front. Some states, not all, require a license to market legal plans, and this is important. The only activity that ever requires a license is marketing the legal plans, not identity theft, not recruiting new associates, just marketing the legal plans. So how do you find out which states and provinces require that? There are two documents that you want to pull up currently because they change all the time. So you want to make sure you have the current information. Go to your back office, go to Documents on Demand, and you can pull up provinces at a glance or states at a glance, and you can see which states do require some type of licensing procedure. So if your state does require a license, find out what the procedures are. Complete them as soon as possible. Some states have their licensing procedures online. Others have paper applications. Some have additional requirements. So your sponsor, the person who recruited you, will usually help you find out this information, but not always. They may be new too. So you can log into Associates Only, go to Resources, then States at a Glance, choose the state you want, scroll down for the licensing information. Please do not ever call the state licensing department. You know, we have thousands of associates, and if they all started calling the state licensing departments, they would get pretty irritated at Legal Shield. You don't want that to happen. So just call home office. We have a complete licensing department there. They know the ins and outs of all the licensing that goes on in every state and province. 580-436-7424 will get you where you need to go there. Now, there's a couple advantages to having to go through the trouble to get licensed in those states. Requiring a license lends credibility to us. It sure dispels the possibility that anybody can think this is not for real or legitimate. And secondly, and this is even a bigger reason, this lends power to our success system right away, because this is how new associates should always get started without personally presenting the legal plans, because we're going to teach you to use the tools and events. That is the same all over North America. So you can and should get your business started in a licensed state just as fast, sometimes even faster, as anybody in a non-licensed state. Until you're licensed, you're not going to be actually presenting or selling. You're going to be growing your business, though. You'll be following the success system, where we all use the tools and events to do the presentations, just like we do in every state and province, not just the licensed areas. Plus, you're going to have your upline support person answer your contact's question. That's an integral part of our success system in every state and province. In fact, you're going to connect your contact either in person, if you have your upline there with you to introduce them and let your upline support answer their questions, or if you are not personally with them, you're going to connect your contact with a three-way call to your upline support so that they can answer their questions. Therefore, you're not presenting, you're not selling personally until well after you're licensed and trained. So initially, when your contacts have been to a website, to an event, or a conference call, they're ready to sign up, you're going to sign them up for the identity theft plan. Then you're going to add on their legal services after you are licensed. Now, in licensed states, and only in licensed states, the identity theft plans count for your Fast Start qualification point requirements and for the Performance Club requirements. You can sign up your contacts for the identity theft plans, and you can recruit new associates before you're licensed. So you can use your websites to sign them up. You can send them to your Go site or your Info site, or just send them to your Hub site and tell them which section to choose. But they're going to be purchasing one of the identity theft plans. Now, they cost more before you attach them to a legal plan. So you need to be aware of that up front so you're clear with your contacts. The identity theft plan is $14.95, which reduces to $9.95 with the legal plan. The premium starts out at $29.95 and reduces to $19.95. So most people are really going to get the $14.95 if they're in licensed states and have that reduced to $9.95. And the one-time $10 enrollment fee they will pay with this identity theft plan, and they'll never have to pay it again to add on the legal plan. Now, after your license, it's time to add on your member's legal plan. They're always done on paper applications, never through your website online, at least presently, unless that changes. On the paper application, please write at the top of the application and highlight it the words add-on. Then when you complete the form, you can write in the form of payment area, use current form of payment. Or if they want to fill it out again, they can. Complete the payment area with the total they're going to be paying, including the legal plan and the reduced identity theft plan. And don't add that $10 again because they've already paid it. So the member signs it in all the required places. And now you're ready to next day air the application to home office. And please always have a seasoned associate check over your paperwork first. It's worth it. I still do it after years with the business. This is what it should look like. Write add-on at the top, highlight it. Make sure the date that is on the member application is a date after you are licensed. This is important because if you write a date before that, before your license date, the home office is obligated to process that membership and it will go to home office since you're not licensed. So you don't want that to happen. Just make sure that date is after your license date. So how do you know when you're licensed? Go in your back office, choose Statistics or Legacy Online, where you can look at the reports there and you can see when you're licensed. This is my statistics page, the license part of it, and you can see that I'm licensed in 4 states. And I pulled this up for you because I want you to see Mississippi is on here for a reason. Not that I have contacts in Mississippi, but Mississippi is a state that requires you to receive overrides to be licensed there. So when your team starts growing and you have some team in Mississippi, you'll definitely want to get licensed there. It doesn't cost very much, thankfully. And then you will be able to receive overrides from the associates who are on your team in that state. Now, these things change at the time of this presentation. That is the way it is, but that could change. There could be other states that have put that requirement in. So you just always check with home office to make sure you're current on that information. The home office number is 580-436-7424. It's time to get growing. It is time to put this into play. Go ahead and set up your private conference calls, your grand openings, or your PBRs. Get growing. It's time. Use the identity theft service first. Add on the legal plan later after you're licensed. And hopefully, before you're licensed, you're going to be already moved up from junior to associate, and you're well on your way to get overrides from the team you're putting in place. So it's a fantastic plan. Licensing is just a detail to know how to work with it the best, and you've done that now. You've got the information, so let's get growing.